Imagine a stranger arriving in a quiet English village, wrapped head to toe in bandages, wearing dark goggles and thick gloves despite the mild weather. He is rude, secretive, and demands to be left alone. But when the wind blows his coat open, or when he removes his hat in private, there is nothing there. No face, no body, just empty air. This is the chilling premise of H.G. Wells' seminal science fiction classic, The Invisible Man. If you are looking for an audiobook that defined the genre of scientific horror and explored the terrifying consequences of unchecked ambition, this is the listen that will haunt your imagination. Wells masterfully crafts a narrative that moves from mysterious curiosity to outright panic, forcing listeners to question the nature of visibility, identity, and the moral compass of a man who believes he is above the law because he cannot be seen. The story begins with the arrival of Griffin, a brilliant but unstable physicist, at the Coach and Horses Inn in Iping. His strange appearance and volatile temper raise suspicions among the locals, but it is only when he reveals his secret that the true horror begins. Griffin has discovered a way to change the refractive index of his body to match that of air, making him completely invisible. However, the process is irreversible without a complex antidote, and the isolation of his condition begins to erode his sanity. Alone, cold, and hungry, Griffin realizes that invisibility is not a superpower, but a curse. He cannot eat without being seen. He cannot sleep with fear of discovery, and he cannot connect with another human being. As his desperation grows, so does his cruelty. He turns to theft, violence, and eventually murder, believing that his invisibility grants him immunity from justice. What makes The Invisible Man such a compelling audiobook experience is its psychological depth and the gradual descent into madness. Wells does not just present a monster, he presents a man broken by his own invention. The narration captures Griffin's increasing paranoia and rage, allowing listeners to hear the shift from scientific curiosity to megalomania. The audiobook format enhances the tension, as the silence of the Invisible Man becomes a character in itself. You find yourself listening for footsteps that aren't there, feeling the chill of a presence you cannot see. The contrast between the quaint, orderly village life and the chaotic, violent actions of Griffin creates a disturbing dissonance that keeps you on edge. The themes of the novel are as relevant today as they were in 1897. Wells explores the idea that power without accountability leads to corruption. Griffin's invisibility strips away the social constraints that keep us civilized, revealing the primal instincts beneath. He becomes a tyrant, demanding obedience and striking down anyone who opposes him. Yet he is also a tragic figure, isolated by his own genius and unable to share his burden. The story raises questions about the ethics of scientific discovery and the responsibility of the creator. Is knowledge always good, or can some truths destroy those who uncover them? These philosophical underpinnings add weight to the thriller elements, making the story more than just a chase scene. The pacing is relentless, with Wells employing a journalistic style that adds a sense of realism to the fantastical events. The story unfolds through multiple perspectives, from the bewildered villagers to the terrified victims, creating a mosaic of fear that spreads across the countryside. The climax is intense and visceral, as the hunt for the Invisible Man becomes a battle of wits and wills. For fans of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, Frankenstein, and modern psychological thrillers, The Invisible Man offers a foundational text that continues to influence the genre. It is a cautionary tale about the dangers of playing God and the fragility of the human mind. For anyone interested in classic literature, science fiction history, or psychological horror, The Invisible Man is a must-listen. It remains a powerful exploration of isolation and the corrupting nature of power. The audiobook production brings the Victorian setting to life, with soundscapes that evoke the foggy streets and cozy pubs of rural England, making the intrusion of the supernatural all the more shocking. Whether you are commuting, studying, or relaxing, this book offers a timeless escape into a world where the unseen is the most dangerous thing of all. Prepare to have your sense of security challenged and your mind engaged. Hit play on The Invisible Man and discover why some secrets are better left hidden.